Welcome to the Carlson Ice Arena here in Loves Park, Illinois. We have a quadruple header hockey for you here today. 4 games featuring 4 levels of Rockford hockey. My broadcast partner is somebody that knows the Rockford area and Rockford sports well. It is Ethan Wiles. My name is Aaron Schellen, and Ethan will start with the 12Us, the Peewees, before we switch over to the Squirts, and then Rockford High School will take center stage before we finish up with 14U. And we got a full day of hockey ahead of us here today.
Absolutely. What better place to spend it on a Sunday than here in Loves Park watching some hockey?
Yeah, right. I mean, you got the Bears last night, so you don't have to worry about missing any Bears action. So you can just sit here and hang out with Ethan and I as we bring you a Rockford hockey here today. And as I mentioned, we'll start with the Peewee prospects. This is Red Tier 1. Rockford comes in 4-3-0-1 on the year. 4 wins, 3 losses, an overtime win and an overtime loss, while the Yellowjackets from Crystal Lake come in 3-7-0 with an overtime win. Starting goalies, it looks like for the Yellowjackets will be John Ornelas, number 50, down to our left, and then to our right, that appears to be Xavier Kranig, number 29 in white and baby blue for the Rockford Roadrunners. And we are ready to go. And we are underway. This is Bode Simak with the puck. Into the offensive zone, the Yellowjackets. It comes back out. It's cleared in here by Cameron Rotert. Behind the net with it, Miles Vanderwall. Vanderwall throws it out in front. Puck's given away, thrown through the paint by Rotert, and chance right out of the chute. And now the other way comes Rockford. This is Bryson Sen, shoots, scores. 29 seconds in. Bryson Sen gives Rockford a 1-0 lead.
What a way to get on the board for Rockford.
A great start to the game for Rockford. You see Sen, a nice little move to the inside to get free, and in all alone knew exactly what he wanted to do with it. Goes top shelf to give his team a 1-0 lead here early. That did not take long for Rockford, just 29 seconds in, and it came on the heels of a bad giveaway where Rockford almost gave up the first goal of the game.
He's wearing the C on his sweater there, too, getting the game started for his team.
Kept in at the point there by Jackson Nichols, thrown around behind the net. Brett Christofferson for the Yellowjackets, wearing their Pittsburgh Penguin-inspired jerseys. Instead of a penguin on the front, they got a yellow jacket. Otherwise, it's the same jersey.
Reminds me of the Pittsburgh Steelers with the helmet, too, with the black helmet with the yellow stripe.
Yep, I think Pittsburgh is the only team that has the same color scheme for all of their pro teams, the black and gold, right? Down the outside, this is Sebastian Nikula. Knocked away from him, shot from the point by Allison Kepke goes wide. It's cleared out by Rockford.
It's cool to see at this age, too, that you do see a C on the sweater at this age down here. You don't see that much at this level.
No, not a lot of A's, but you do see some C's. Here's Vanderwall with it. Turns and fires it back to the Yellowjackets defensive zone where it's stopped by Ornelas. Nothing Ornelas could have done on that initial goal there for Rockford, as that was a pretty shot in the top corner. Lifting the stick, taking the puck away is Evan Scott. Vanderwall with it again. He'll skate behind his net. Colton Rayleigh will give him some trouble, but he's able to clear it out. It comes back in for a whistle and an offsides. 10:55 left to go in the period. 1-0. Rockford with the lead. Crystal Lake Yellowjackets work the puck out to center ice. Kane Peters. I'm seeing that name a lot. That name Kane. I'm not quite sure why, but I see it in a lot of youth hockey leagues. A lot of young boys and girls with that name of Kane.
Seeing more and more unique names, too, as I call more and more youth hockey games here.
We did a game last night, and there was a young man who made it very clear that he wanted to go by fish.
I love it.
Fish. All right, hey, you want to go by fish? You are fish. Is that quiet? Yeah, we've seen some good ones. Fish was a good one. There was a young girl down in Crestwood playing for St. Jude who went by Mad Dog. So
right.
I like it. Yeah, a little bit of originality. I mean, I do think that hockey players are probably more unique than really any other sport. Puck is cleared in. Sen has it. He'll dump it deep. Nikula throws it up along the near wall. Frisbee not able to keep. He does keep it in at the near point. Whiffs on the first attempt. Goes down. But it does come out to center ice. Rotert tips it ahead to Seamack. Bode Seamack not able to get the shot off. And out to center ice with it. This is Nichols. His shot whistles over the crossbar.
That shot had some speed on that one.
A couple players bang into each other. Sen tries to flip it to himself. And it comes out to center ice where Jackson Nichols will play it. Nichols finds Frisbee. Kept in over there by Sen near half wall. Tries to go back to the point. Liam Sankey up the wall with it. Sankey tries to drive the net. It's swept away. Turned and fired off the side of the net by Nichols. He got all that shot from the near half wall and just put it wide. Swept around by the Yellow Jackets and out. Cameron Rotert. Rotert one-on-one. He's got Frisbee. The shot whistles wide of the far post. Kept in over there by Luke Brierly. And that's a good keep at the points by Weston Zaleski. You were marveling at Weston's size before the game. Big kid, number 85 in black and gold.
I think if I had his height back at his age, I think I would have been a lot more of a successful athlete like he is
you and me
than I am right now at 28.
That's why we're here.
Correct.
And not down on the ice playing a game at a higher level. Puck has cleared the length of the ice. That'll come down on Kranig. That'll go wide of Kranig, and that'll be an icing with 8 minutes and 4 seconds left. 1-0 is the score. Draw to the left of Ornelas. That'll be Declan Dassey on the draw. Wins it. Kept in there by Isaiah Meyer. Meyer fought off the puck by Sidney Fox. Fox around the wall. Scott back to the point. Gonzalez Vega whistles a shot from the point through some traffic. And Ornelas does a nice job tracking that puck all the way through.
Kept that glove ready, kept the eye on the puck, and as you said, watched it right into the glove there. Good save.
Meyer will take the draw again, this time to the right of Ornelas. In period one. Puck is cleared out to center ice, played there by Rockford. Dylan Snyder will turn and scale it in as Rockford will go for a bit of a change. Snyder has it here. Backhand feed right along the red line. Snyder now behind the net. Backhanded out in front. A couple of whacks at it. And the save is made by Ornelas. Liam Sankey right at that back doorstep. Had 2 or 3 whacks at it. But Ornelas held the near post.
Yeah, that was good work by Ornelas. They're moving from left to right to keep that one out. You said Rockford's had some very good chances here, obviously capitalizing on that one early in the game, but like they might get another one here.
Yeah, they have been controlling the pace of play. The possession definitely slanted down to our left. Here's Rotert with it, though. Has his pocket picked by Snyder, and now David Clary will take it back for the Yellow Jackets. Backhanded up, stolen there by Sankey. Clary will take it back. Good keep at the far point for the moment by Rockford, and now the Yellowjackets out to center ice with it. Rayleigh loses the puck. Back at the point, kept in by Zaleski. Near corner. Near dot, couple players bump into each other and go down. That was Rayleigh and Snyder. Rayleigh back up, has the puck, centers it. Back to the point, Zaleski. Zaleski stick handles, has the puck on his forehand, not able to get a clean rip on that shot. Gets it back again, skates it up the wall. Turned and hammered out by Sankey. Right back on the counterattack is Brierly. Luke Brierly across the blue line, takes it wide. Brierly in, he'll shoot, hits the side of the net, maybe the outside of the post, and that'll give Rockford an opportunity to work the puck out and clear it the length of the ice. Gains, the puck rolls up on edge, and that'll be an icing on Rockford here with 5:41 left in the first. Still 1-0. Goal 29 seconds in. Draw will come to the left of Xavier Kranig, who has not been tested much. Just that, really that first play on that first shift. Puck rolled through his paint, but otherwise he has not been challenged yet. Yellowjackets trying to buzz here a little bit. See what I did there? As here's a shot that goes wide by Nikula.
Is that the nickname you're going for, Aaron? Buzz?
Buzz? Yes. Here's an opportunity the other way. Sen takes it wide. His shot's blocked away easily by Ornelas.
Sen has been so fun to watch in this game, whether it be offensive or defensive. He does not mind getting physical, getting the puck away from his opponent there. But
well, here he is again with the puck, and ooh, as Frisbee in just ahead of Sen. That's one that a lot of times those officials will let go, but Frisbee a little too far in. A neutral zone draw. Bodie Seamack and Isaiah Meyer. It's won by Meyer. Cross ice pass, Follis. Follis tries to take the shot. Puck rolls off his stick as he does, and that lets Clary back to play it for Crystal Lake. Clary will try the far side with it, overskates it a little bit, gets it back, cuts to the middle. Now he's got some space up through the neutral zone. Clary will take the wrist shot, and that catches Kranig in the mask. Bounces right in front of him, and Xavier covers up there. That tough shot rising up caught Kranig right on that neck protector underneath his mask.
you saw Scott go over there and give him a little hug there too, saying thanks for making that stop, using your head for that one. Use the old noggin.
Scott flips the puck up off the wall and out. Back to race for the puck here is Ethan Gonzalez-Vega. Backhands it up by the near point. 5 bodies right there, and there's a hit against the wall. Kept in by Clary for the moment. Now it comes out, and Kane Peters back to play it. Peters spins, cuts to his left. The wrist shot is off the glove of Kranig and goes over the net. Gonzalez-Vega uses his body well. Not allowed to check at this level, but used his body well there to separate that Yellowjacket skater from the puck. He'll come out to center ice. Meyer stops at the blue line. Stick handles, waits for his line mates. Scott not able to stick handle the puck. It comes out to the neutral zone. Rockford a little bit discombobulated on that change. Nice play there by Jackson Nichols to get clean and take the shot. And goes wide. And that's a big hit by Nichols. No call there. Zaleski will play it behind his net. Back to the point, kept in by Rockford. Down to 3:12 left in the first. Clary will turn, and nice keep by Dassey using his right skate. Now Sankey throws it through the paint. Had Snyder on the back door. And Dillon not able to finish there, but a nice aerial pass. Snyder near half wall now. Nichols at the point. Nichols toe drag, has some space. The shot hits a leg pad out in front. Pretty toe drag by Jackson Nichols. Nichols, the elevated backhand pass cross ice. Sankey will dump, and it's played there by Ornelas, and Rockford will get an offensive zone draw. So we got the 12 U's, then we'll get a nice scrape, then the 10 U's will come out. And Ethan will have the call for that one, and then Rockford High School take on the Yeti. I'll have the call for that one, and then we finish up the day with 14 U. Full day of hockey. Cleared in deep with 2.5. It's Wasson behind the nets. Stick handled into the corner. Backhanded towards the point, kept in by Vanderwall. This is Fisher. Throws it out in front, had Wasson, that was Sen, but just too far out in front of him. 4 skaters now along the back wall. Dug out by the Yellowjackets. Vanderwall will take the slap shot. The puck bounces through the paint. Wasson. Back to Gonzalez. Vega throws it through some traffic. That puck is loose in the paint. Still loose. Still loose. They're jamming at it. Referee clearly sees the puck, and there's the whistle. We couldn't see the puck, but that official doing a nice job. Ethan standing right behind the net was able to see the puck the whole way and allowed the play to continue until he wasn't able to see it anymore.
You were waiting to hear for the whistle. At least I was waiting to hear that whistle, and like you said, still poking at it, but
yeah. Hey, you're taught to play to the whistle, and both teams did just that. So now it'll be a face-off to the right of Ornelas. It's won cleanly by Rockford. Back to Frisbee. Frisbee will just dump. Follis. Stick handles into the corner, throws it out in front. It passed just behind Nichols, and Jackson Nichols will have to go back to his own zone to play it, and he'll turn and cut right back up ice. Nichols stick handles. Follis. Follis has it on the forehand now. It's pushed off by Clary, who will play it. It's swept away from him. Follis again. Back to the point, Frisbee. Frisbee top of the near dot. Scales it deep. Meyer behind the net. Taken away by Clary. Clary up ahead. Seamack runs into Frisbee. Nichols in the attacking zone. Nichols walks in and he scores. Wow! Jackson Nichols, roof job. 2-0 Rockford.
Boy, after that first toe drag, I knew he was going to put something in the back of the net at some point. I guess I could say I was right about that one. That was pretty.
Yeah, watch it here. Gets a little bit of space, and he goes far side, top shelf. 2-0 Rockford. This is a very talented offensive Rockford team,
Absolutely.
Ethan. We've seen some impressive stick handling from this Rockford team here in the first period, and they're out to a 2-0 lead. Sankey will clear it in. Back to play to Sebastian Nikula. Nikula finds Rodert. Rodert across the red line, gets into the attacking zone, looking for some help. Throws it cross ice, has Rayleigh. Rayleigh back the other way. That's, I think, sticked away by Kranig. Back to the point. Nikula risks the shot off the stick and blocker of Kranig. So we're down to 26 seconds left. Kept in at the point by Nikula. Throws it towards the goal. Sankey has it. Yellowjackets keep it in, and it's deflected out. Yellowjackets are playing 3 right at the blue line. It's a little unusual, but it allows them to do a good job keeping the puck as Gonzalez Vega across the line. Gonzalez Vega in. Ooh, with 4 seconds left. Ethan Gonzalez Vega, the defenseman, shot through the defense and almost picked up a goal in the waning seconds.
They are too fast for this Crystal Lake team, at least in this first frame. Talk about the skill from this Rockford team, the speed on the ice and the speed of which they're getting these shots off their sticks as well. It's impressive.
Shot as the whistle sounds. An impressive first 13 minutes for this Rockford team. Goals by Sen and Nichols gives Rockford a 2-0 lead at the end of the first. Ethan and I will be back with second period action in just a minute. This is Central States Hockey on Stream Sports Midwest. Back with second period action, 2-0 Rockford with the lead, and teams will flip sides. Rockford will go left to right. Crystal Lake will go right to left. Cleared up and in by Rockford, but right back out. Flip to space. Fought for right in front of us, right at the red line. Vanderwall with the slat pass ahead. And it's swept in by Sen. Lawson. Sen manages to get the backhand through on the feed from Bryce Fisher and forces Ornelas to cover up for a whistle.
Despite the 2 goals from Rockford, and Ellis has made some really impressive saves. That one at the end of that first period there with 4 seconds left being one of those saves.
Yep, on Gonzalez Vega as he broke through the defense with 4 seconds left in the period. He's certainly keeping his team in the game here through the first 13 minutes. Now the offense needs to pick up their goaltender a little bit. Meyer cuts back on the forehand, and I think we're going to have our first penalty call of the game. And I think it's going to be on Rockford. The whistle blew while Rockford had the puck. Looks like Follis is going to the penalty box. And I mentioned that the Yellowjackets offense needs to pick up their goaltender, John Ornelas. Now's a perfect time to do it. You got your first power play of the game.
And the problem for them so far is Rockford has dominated at the face-off circle. So if they can get a good face-off win here and set something up, find themselves on the board here in the middle frame.
It'll be Brett Christofferson for the Yellowjackets, Isaiah Meyer for the Roadrunners. And there you go. There's your clean win for the Yellowjackets. Shot in, deflects through. It's sitting at the top of the paint. Cleared up, but not. Ooh, it is not cleared out. Good keep there by the Yellowjackets. But Nichols, little spinorama to get clear, elevates the pass forward to Meyer. And now it's sitting right at the blue line. We got an offsides called. 11:45 left in the second, a minute 33 left on the penalty here to Wyatt Foley. It'll be Pierce Judge to take the draw against Rodert. Cameron Rodert for the Yellowjackets. It's won by the Yellowjackets, and walking forward is Kane Peters. Peters gets poke-checked by Declan Dassey, but now back into the attacking zone with it comes Clary. Peters deep, it's fought off there. Backhanded up the far side, kept in by Clary. Clary's shot behind the net, and that'll come out to center ice. Weston Zaleski will have to race back into his own zone to play it. Has Sankey on the aggressive forecheck. Rodert into neutral zone. Skates left to right. Judge sweeps it away from him, but Rodert gets it back, drives the net, backhands it on goal. Save made by Kranig. The shot from out high by Clary is saved. Clary back to far point. Peters back to Clary. Cleared in, and you see again, they got those 3 guys right along the blue line. On it now, walking in, the shot and the score. That was Luke Brierly, came on. Oh, no, the puck is loose. No goal. No goal. I thought for sure that puck looked in. That looked like it went in and came back out. And bouncing
I don't think
puck
the fans can believe it
No,
either.
bouncing puck from the point. Now we're going to have a penalty called on the Yellowjackets to make matters worse. That was from up here, Ethan. That looked like it went in, hit the back of the net, and bounced out. But there was an official standing right there. I mean, they saw something we didn't, but that looked for sure like the Yellowjackets broke through, but it will stay 2-0.
I tracked what I thought was the goal scorer on that one too, but
I was watching the goal scorer too, but I didn't hear any whistles, and I looked back over to the net, and I saw Rockford, saw 3 defenders huddled around the goal trying to work the puck out of the crease.
I thought he went up and over the
Yeah,
goalie there. And yeah, huh.
Looked like he beat Kranig over the stick side shoulder, but. So now in the box, so Brierly looked like he scored, but now he's in a penalty box. So it's 4 skaters to a side for 5 seconds. Vanderwall skates it deep, waits for that 5th skater to come out. Rockford now on a power play for the next minute 50. Vanderwall is not able to keep it in. So break there for Rockford, I think. Have to go back and look at that after the game to see what we see, but 2-0, 10 minutes left. Sen and Christofferson on the draw. It's won cleanly by Sen. Jackson Nichols will go back to play it. Nichols up to Wasson. Wasson chips it ahead to Sen. Sen drops it for himself. Sen using that leverage, the shot. I think that caught glove and crossbar as it went up and over. It's deflected into the Rockford bench. And you talked about Bryson Sen's ability. You saw it right there. Used his leverage, Ethan, to force his way through. And from a bad angle.
Right through 2 defenders.
Yep.
Skated right through 2 defenders, maintained the puck, and was able to get the shot on net.
An equipment issue here for Ornelas. Looks like he's okay. He was doing something with his helmet there as his teammates help him with the rest of his gear. So face-off will come to his right. Draws one back into the corner. Fisher. Sen behind the net. Stick handles back to his forehand. Behind the net, Fisher. Fisher back to Sen. Sen to Nichols. Nichols with the shot again. I think that hit the crossbar. The puck is right out in front. A couple of whacks at it. And that's still not in as John Ornelas stays low, guards that near post. Nichols, the one-time slap shot is kicked away with by the right pad of Ornelas. Now Fisher. Nichols, top of the near point. Far side, shot through. Nichols tries to turn back onto his forehand and can't. Gonzalez Vega in from a close angle. It's deflected up over the net. Fisher behind the net, throws it out in front. Gonzalez Vega, Sen.
Goalie doesn't have a stick.
Yep, Sen loses the puck. Fox is able to clear it up and out.
Good work by Crystal Lake there, battling that out, clearing it out.
Not for sure. We were going to see a third Rockford goal there, but Ornelas held strong. Now Nichols driving wide. Still has the puck on his forehand. Gonzalez Vega, the puck bounces under his stick and out. The power plays up. Rockford had plenty of chances, but John Ornelas held him at bay. States 2-0. It's whistled in. Clary and Folly back for it. It'll be Clary. Leaves it for Brierly. Brierly forward to Nikula. Nikula into the attacking zone, skates it wide. Has it now in the near corner, waits for his line mates to change. Puck comes right out in front. And is that one in? That one is in. There's the goal. I think that's Cameron Roder, or that's 66. That's Nicholas Antonio is able to score on the far post. And there's the goal for the Yellow Jackets. They're on the board. It's 2-1.
He tucked that one into the corner there. It was one of those weird ones where I don't think Rockford thought it went in. The ref kind of skated in there. Wasn't really sure of it at first, but
yeah, you want to see that official really pointing at the goal. When it's a goal, like, make everybody aware. It even took me a second. I had to wait for his reaction, but Yellow Jackets are on the board. They've been outplayed, but they're only down by a goal. And I said the offense needed to pick up Ornelas, and they have. They got within a goal here as we're halfway home. 2-1, 7 minutes left, 7 and change left in the second period. Nikula's shot's deflected. Dylan Snyder now with Sankey on his right. Snyder bumps into Allison Kepke. Puck is thrown around the near side. Vanderwall will dump deep. Christofferson loses the puck. It bounces off the back of the net, gets it back. Throw it around the far wall. Antonio gets it ahead to Seamack. Bodie Seamack tries to stick handle through, but too many layers. And Blake Frisbee now for Rockford off the glass. Nice outlet pass. This is Pierce Judge, 2-on-2. Judge has got Sankey on his right, the bouncing puck in. Played there by Christofferson. Christofferson to space. And it's cleared in by Antonio. Dassey. Up to Vanderwall. Vanderwall has the stick lifted. It's kept in really nicely there by Brierly. Brierly walks in. Brierly shoots, and the save's made by Kranig. Ramps into the near corner, and Yellowjackets with some life here all of a sudden, but now a breakout the other way. Evan Scott, that was Wasson with the shot, and it was blockered away by Ornelas. Vanderwall at the far point. Takes it again. Bounced up in the air, thrown through, in between the circles. Nobody able to gain control of it until Brierly takes it for the Yellowjackets. Kept in though at the point. Christofferson up and out. Dassey clears it back in. Yeah. Ethan, these Yellowjackets starting to show a little bit of energy. An almost goal followed by a goal, and that ice isn't quite as slanted as it was in the first period.
I was going to say, I think that almost goal kind of gave them that life, right?
Yep.
They almost could have had that. It could have been tied right now, but I think that kind of gave them a little bit of life, and they realized, all right, we can pick this up.
Sen punches it into his own bench with 5:12 left in the first period, 2-1.
What a great start to this 4 games we have here.
Yeah, quadruple header, or quad pack, call it whatever you'd like. Draws one by the Yellowjackets. Yeah, you make the drive. You want to come out here and watch some good hockey, right? You don't want to see a lot of blowouts. You want to see some good action, some tight games, and so far so good here in game 1.
Seen a lot of really good plays from a lot of really good players on this ice too for this first game.
Scott along the far half wall. He gets knocked down. Rockford still possesses. Skating it wide as Meyer drops it back to Nichols. Nichols has some space. The shot's blockered down. Scott from a bad angle. His shot gets knocked down. And now the Yellowjackets have a chance at a 3-on-2 if they hustle. This is Clary. He'll skate it wide. He's got Fox on his left. He'll stop in the corner. Tries to feed it to Fox. Rayleigh. Nichols will take it behind his own net with 4:17 left. Aerial pass giveaway there, Zaleski. Now Scott off the wall and out. Kane Peters on it for the Yellowjackets. Clary out the other way. Meyer fighting with him. Clary still has it. He'll turn and fire it around the far wall. Kept in over there by Frisbee. He spins, loses the puck. And that lets the Yellowjackets come out the other way. This is Sidney Fox. Will gain the red line and dump as the Yellowjackets change. Frisbee tries to tip it forward and can't. Nichols will stick handle through some traffic. Get some space. Nichols into the attacking zone. Toe drags through the shot. The score! Jackson Nichols again makes it 3-1.
I said we've seen a lot of really good plays from a lot of really good players, and that is one of those really good players. Nichols has been electric with the puck tonight. He's been one of those studs for Rockford that has just been all over the ice, and you see why.
Yeah, that little toe drag there to get through the defense, and then rips the wrist shot past Ornelas to give his team a 2-goal lead. Again, it's 3-1.
He is one of those players that's, if you're this good at this age, I can only imagine what kind of talent he's going to possess come high school, college level. One
of the nice things, one of the fun things I think about doing youth hockey, and this is now my 5th year broadcasting youth hockey, is seeing just that, is seeing these kids grow from, whether it's 10U to 12U or 12U to 14, or, to see that not just the physical growth, as they get bigger,
right.
but watch their talent level increase is a lot of fun for me. And we were mentioning before the game that I recognize a lot of these Rockford players from last year's games, and when I remember the names, I remember them for a reason, right? And it's what we're seeing on the ice here from them today.
Yeah, Nichols and Sen have been two of those guys for me that have been just electric on the ice. And Sen has been great at the face-off circles. You see him getting one here for Rockford in their own zone as Crystal Lake's able to win it. Behind the net, puck going in front. Still loose in front. Oh, it goes off the iron. In front, puck still loose, and Rockford's able to clear it out.
Yeah, Rockford, the fans here, they think they've been shorted 2 goals, but that one looked pretty clearly like it was off that near post. But yeah, the Yellowjackets have had some chances to get this game even in this second period. Wasson in the corner. Now Fisher behind the net, drops it for Sen. Sen out in front. Wasson, Fisher on the back doorstep, and what a save made by John Ornelas. And all Bryce Fisher can do is tap his stick on the ice. He had a wide open net there, Ethan, and John Ornelas continues to stand on his head.
Just didn't think he got the clean shot off in front there. It was a great look and a great setup. Rockford's been doing a great job of getting pucks in front of the net and getting them to the net and capitalizing on that, but Ornelas, just like you said, has been making some impressive saves here in this second period.
Yellowjackets win the draw and skate it out. This is Rayleigh 1-on-2, takes it wide. Good back check work there by Declan Dassey to help. Puck is kept in for the moment. It comes out though, and Rayleigh will just turn and scale it back in as we're under 2 minutes left here in the second. Turned and thrown back around the far side. Rayleigh for the Yellowjackets, stick handles. Fox tries to pull it to his forehand and can't. Back to the point, Christofferson. He'll take the shot that's deflected down, and Wasson's going to be in all alone. Yanego Wasson in on the forehand, and closing the 5-hole is Ornelas. He makes another save. And now a 3-on-2 the other way. This is Koepke, Allison Koepke, taking it wide. The draw pass for Rayleigh. Rayleigh, good poke check there. Kept in, though, by the Yellowjackets. And another keep, and finally cleared out by Rockford. Rayleigh with 1:10 left. He goes down, and we will have a penalty called here on Rockford for the trip. And really, this second period, it looks like a different Yellowjackets team. They looked a little overmatched in that first period. You talked about the speed of Rockford really causing some problems for them, but here in this second period, this Yellowjackets team could easily have 3 on the board. They have really turned things up a notch here in period 2.
That was one that we thought went in. Ref didn't think it went in. Then one went off the iron. We're talking about a 3-3 hockey game right now, sitting at 3-1.
Yeah, you're only talking, what, about 6 or 7 inches is the difference between a 3-1 game and a 3-3 game. Backhanded towards the goal. That puck's in the paint, and Jackson Nichols is able to skate it out of harm's way. Down to 52 seconds. Scott's in ahead of the play. Could not keep himself onside. So 48 seconds left, and it's Declan Dassey is in the box for the trip.
I think something to be said for Rockford, too, is just how successful they've been at passing the puck.
Yep.
And I've covered enough minor league hockey games and seen bad passing, let alone at this level. They're passing better than some of these minor league hockey players.
Peters with the puck for the Yellowjackets along the far wall, kept in over there. Over to Scott. Scott has it swept away by Brierly. Kept in, though, by Rockford with 28 seconds left. Meyer dangles the bomb from the point. Goes wide. That was Nichols. 18 seconds left. Clary looking for that home run pass for Rodert. That'll go wide of the nets, and it'll be an icing with 9.5 seconds left in the second period. Draw will come to the right of Ornelas.
Good crowd here on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, like I said, there's no Bears. We're not competing against the Bears at all, so everyone's locked into hockey, and I love it. Christofferson will take the puck here, and the horn will sound on the second period. It was a 2-goal lead after one. It's a 2-goal lead after two, but it feels a lot different than it did after one as the Yellowjackets played a really solid second period. Ethan and I will be back with third period action in just a minute. This is Central States Hockey on Stream Sports Midwest. Third period, 3-1, excuse me, Rockford with the lead. He's Ethan Wiles. I'm Aaron Schellen. This is the first of four here from Carlson Ice Arena in Loves Park. It's my first time at this rink. It's one of the few areas that we haven't frequented over our years calling youth hockey. Up through center ice is Nikula. His shots blocked down nicely by Gonzalez Vega. Battle in center ice, taken there by Rockford. Frisbee not able to get it deep, and C-Mac will walk forward with it, but swept away by Rockford as there's 7 seconds left on the power play. The penalty to Declan Dassey. Christofferson gets into the attacking zone. Backhand feed looking for Antonio, who's got the goal for the Yellowjackets. Rockford has the puck. They're back to full strength. That pass through Wasson, he didn't know it was coming, and it turns into an icing against Rockford. Rockford could have had a 2-on-1 breakout there, but Wasson didn't see the puck.
See if Crystal Lake can keep on the attack that they were on in that second period.
Yeah.
Like you mentioned, it seemed like they were a completely different team from the first period.
Yep,
Actually finding more chances and potentially maybe missing one, but had several chances there in the middle frame that they can capitalize on a few here. We might be tied up here.
Clary. Wasson steals the return pass. Now Wasson breaks out. He's going to have another break in. Wasson near dot. The shot is fought off by Ornelas. Rockford still has it behind the net, though. Thrown out in front. That's in the paint. Still loose. Wasson taking some whacks at it. Sen taking some jabs at it. And there's the whistle. Again, these kids playing right to the whistle, just like you're taught. And you know, defense might not like it with Sen jabbing at their goalie like that, but until you hear the whistle, all's fair game.
Ornell is doing a great job of staying strong in the net too, all day long here, really. I mean, letting one go 29 seconds into the game is never an easy start, but has battled back.
Judge on the draw for Rockford.
But when you got guys like Nichols out on the ice, it's hard to do anything to stop players like that.
Yeah, he's got a couple of goals today. Both highlight reel variety. Vanderwall far dot. His shot's deflected into the near corner. Nikula played up the wall, kept in there by Nichols. Nichols gets it back. It's another attempt. That one's deflected off the glass behind the net. Sankey. His pass knocked down, taken there by Fox. Sydney Fox. Kept in, though, by Vanderwall. Now Christofferson up ahead. Nichols keeps it in, goes down over the puck. Snyder tries to center. And out to center ice with it is Sidney Fox, 1-on-4. Fox takes it wide. He'll slide it towards the goal and goes behind the net. Snyder, nice backhand feed out for Judge, but the deflection just too far out in front of Judge, and that's going to be a penalty on Pierce. Judge not allowed to do that. Called roughing. It's a body check, but it's not allowed at the Peewee level, so the right call made by the officials, and the Yellowjackets will get themselves a power play here with 10:19 left.
We saw them have some success getting the puck on the net in that power play in the second.
Rodert will take the draw, wins it cleanly, back to Clary. Clary tries to go D to D, but the bouncing puck comes out of the zone, and Weston Zaleski has to wait. It's it back to Rodert. Rodert, Peters, near dot. Back to the point, Clary. Nice play there by, that was Declan Dassey to intercept that puck and clear it out. Clary to Peters. Brierly into the attacking zone. Brierly winds up. The wrist shot is blockered down by Kranig. Peters back at the point. The puck bounces over his stick and comes out all the way to the Yellow Jackets defensive zone. Clary hard up off the boards. Brierly now winds up, fakes the slap shot, goes around Dassey, and then Dassey recovers with the sliding poke check. Then
good work by Dassey there.
Yep, got fooled, but got back into it. Zaleski deep for Rodert. Rodert back to the point, Peters. Peters, his shot's deflected through off the left pad of Kranig into the near corner. 48 seconds left on the power play, kept in for the moment by the Yellow Jackets, and now it's out to center ice. Brierly, though, right back on the counterattack. Brierly shoots and he scores. I think that one caught Kranig by surprise. Beat him glove side low, and it's 3-2.
What did we say? See if they can capitalize on the power play. They did just that. Now just under 9 to go in this game. It's a 1-goal game.
Hey, you saw it there. Just got across the blue line, top of the near circle, and was able to get this thing even, or get this thing within a goal, rather. 3-2. Let's see if Rockford can answer here. Sen with a nice move to the outside, and his wicked wrist shot goes wide. Gonzalez Vegas pass is deflected, and out with it comes the Yellow Jackets, but Sen takes it right back and dumps with 8.5 left. Christofferson off the wall. Wasson. Sen with a bit of a cross check from behind. Now you got 3 black jerseys, 2 white jerseys behind the net with Fisher standing there watching. Now Fisher gets involved. 6 of the 10 skaters are behind the net. Fisher tries to come out that near post, and the puck ends up in the pads of Ornelas, and we get some pushing and shoving after the whistle. 8:08 left to go in the third, and what's turned into a very good hockey game.
Absolutely.
Thought, in that first period, it looked like Rockford, if they were able to get clean, and, you didn't think Ornelas maybe would be able to keep up what he's done here through 2.5 periods, but he has, and he kept his team in the game until their offense could get moving, and now it's just a 1-goal game. Frisbee puts it in on Ornelas, and he covers that one up easily.
I think the advantage that he has is he may not be the tallest goalie, so he's closer to the ground, which of course has allowed Rockford to go top shelf in these, at least 2 of the 3 goals so far.
Yeah,
so the fact that he's able to stay on the ground like that in these battles has really kept them in it.
And usually it's when you can go high, that you're going to have some success, because a lot of these goalies are, you're taught to protect that lower third of the net. You see Kranig do it right there, go down into the butterfly and try to protect that lower third of the goal. And if you're able to get that puck elevated, you can have some success. But Ornelas has been really sharp so far today. This team still needs a goal. They're down 3-2. Out with it comes Fox, 2-on-1. Pass is thrown forward to Peters, and Fox was offsides. .7:23 left. How you holding up, Ethan?
Good. Good. It's only game one. Still got a long way to go.
We're both coming off of a winter illness. So
Absolutely, yeah.
both not quite at 100%, but hey, if the players can be out there less than 100%, we can be up here less than 100%.
If we could just stop going from -20 to 40 to,
yes, stay cold or warm up. Brierly has a goal, trying to get his team even. Brierly dangles through the backhand, and ooh, Kranig was able to close that 5-hole at the last minute, Ethan, but there was some space there when Brierly tucked that backhand in. Rodert will take the face off.
See how much pressure Crystal Lake keeps putting on here.
Nikula at the point. His shot through some traffic. I don't know that made it through, but Nikula gets it again. Yellowjackets here. Another shot by Brierly. Gonzalez Vega using his body nicely in the corner. Again, not body checking, but using his size. Brierly goes up over the crossbar. Fisher off the boards, kept in over there by Koepke for the moment. It's thrown to space where Sen will take it behind his net with 6.5. Sen has it taken away by Brierly, who centers it. Koepke tries to keep it in and can't. Wasson, is he going to have his third breakaway of the game? Not quite. Gets in, though, on the backhand, and that's deflected up into the air nicely by Sebastian Nikula. And Nikula will take it here. It's being held. Arm stays down. Now Brierly out with it again. Brierly has been all over the place in this third period for the Yellowjackets. Brierly with some space and held on to there. And Rockford gave Luke Brierly a little too much space there, Ethan. He almost had a clean look at goal.
Starting to get that confidence up a little bit here, and once you get that confidence up in hockey, it's hard to stop you.
And momentum is a real thing in this game. I was having a conversation with one of my with a friend of mine, and we were talking about which sports momentum has the biggest impact in, and we settled on basketball being number one. You know, you see teams go on 25-0 runs, but I think hockey is a very safe number two.
Yeah.
You definitely see the ice tilt, and we're seeing it here in this really midway through the second period, here into the third by the Yellowjackets as they try to get this thing even. Clary's shot from the near point, and Kranig has to make the glove save with 5:20. And if you're Rockford, at this point you want to release the pressure. You want a good shift. Goal obviously is bonus, but what you're looking for here is a good shift. Judge takes the draw. It's won by Rockford as we approach 5 minutes. And here comes Jackson Nichols with a head of steam. Nichols takes it wide, bad angle shot up into the net, and the net comes off its pegs at the same time. Zaleski goes hard into that far post along with Liam Sankey. 5:05 left to go, 3-2, Rockford hanging on. Draw will come to the right of Ornelas. It'll be Meyer on the draw for Rockford. Wins it. Gonzalez Vega at the near point. Goes D to D. Shot from the point, blockered away off the stick of Frisbee. Scott behind the nets. Back to Meyer. Meyer back to Gonzalez Vega. The wrist shot. What a glove save by John Ornelas. This kid has been special today.
Going from right to left. Sprawling out, using the glove to save that one.
Get another one here. Get another look at it here. Gonzalez Vega from the near point and just flashing that leather, going down into the butterfly. May have been going wide, but with the way he's played today, give him the benefit of the doubt.
Keeping his team in it.
Absolutely. Gonzalez Vega keeps it in for the moment. Goes D to D, Frisbee stops, lets the traffic go by. The pass through, Fallis not able to get there. And out with it come the Yellow Jackets. Here comes Rayleigh. Rayleigh, it's swept away nicely by Frisbee. Fallis softly ahead to Meyer. Meyer cuts back to his right. Fallis now, he gets poke checked, and now Rayleigh the other way again. Rayleigh tries to stick handle through traffic and can't. Frisbee. Puck knocked away from him over right in front of the penalty boxes. Scott. Now Meyer with 4 minutes. Taps it to Frisbee. Rockford changes. Scott tries to go opposite corner. Clary works the puck out to center ice, loses it. Meyer tries to stick handle through a sea of black and gold and can't. Gonzalez Vega now. Puck bounces away from him. He clears it as Rockford finishes their change. Sen takes the shot. The save is made. The puck is deflected into the corner. Peters. Fisher on the backhand. Turns, goes cross ice. The one-time attempt by Dassey is kicked away by Ornelas. When you think about the shots that have beat Ornelas today, every goal he's given up is a goal you would expect a goalie to give up.
Right.
The puck is loose. It was in and out of the glove of Ornelas. Sen on the rebound goes wide. Back to the point, Nichols. Nichols to Fisher. Fisher backhands it through the paint. Dassey on the far wall with 2:50 left. Fisher low. Sen. Nichols. The shot hits a body out in front, and Clary will come out with it. And it's going to be iced. Yeah, every goal he's given up has been what you would call a roof job, right? Up underneath the crossbar or tucked into one of the high corners. He has not given up I would say, a 50-50 shot this whole game. He has been rock solid for the Yellow Jackets here this afternoon. Draw will come to his left with 2.5 minutes left. Face-off is won by Rockford. Clear it deep. Snyder behind the net. The centering feed. I don't know if Ornelas got his left toe on that or if that hit
if it was sticker iron.
Yeah.
Or skater iron, I should say.
But he got over there. I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt and say he got his left toe on it, given how he's played today. Down to 2 minutes left, and if you're the Yellow Jackets, you need to get this puck out so you can get your goalie out of the game and try to go 6-on-5. Now here comes Rodert, Cameron Rodert into the attacking zone. Rodert takes it wide. He'll turn back to the point. Zaleski will wind up. His shot bounces up in the air. Zaleski will get another attempt at it. We're keeping an eye on Ornelas. He's still in his net with under 2 minutes. Peters. Brierly. Now Clary. Liam Sankey. And that's pitchforked deep nicely by Pierce Judge with 90 seconds left. Kane Peters for the Yellow Jackets. Backhands it up the wall. Snyder. From a bad angle, it's sticked down and covered up by John Ornelas with 1:21 left. And that's what the Rockford needed. We talked about this Rockford team, Ethan, needing just a good shift to kind of retilt that ice, take that momentum back, and they have over the last 2 minutes. They've had the Yellow Jackets hemmed in their zone here.
And not even giving them the opportunity to bring on the extra skater.
Sen will take the draw. It's won by the Yellow Jackets. Back to Rayleigh. Out in front. Sen, far dot, throws it through the paints. Christofferson knocks it away as we're down to 1:09. And that puck is finally cleared out by the Yellow Jackets, but taken right back by Rockford. Sen taken away by Christofferson and out to center ice. Under a minute now. Sen again on the puck. Skates into the attacking zone. Puck goes into the far corner, goes into the corner with Nikula. Nikula with 43 seconds left. Now up the near wall is a little bit of space. We'll keep an eye on Ornelas. Yellow Jackets can't get the puck deep. It's cleared back in by Rockford. We're under 30 seconds. Christofferson turns back to the forehand. Puck is behind. There's a shot, another save, and we get another whistle with 18 seconds left. And all it took was one good shift, and Rockford was able to retake momentum. And the last 3 minutes of this hockey game has been played to our left. 18.1 seconds left, and if you're Rockford and you can win this draw, you can basically run the clock out. The Yellow Jackets, you got to win it cleanly, and we're going to have a timeout called here by the Yellow Jackets. We'll take it with them. 18 seconds left. 3-2, Rockford with the lead. $18 seconds left. Face off to the left of John Ornelas. And again, Yellow Jackets, you got to win this draw right here if you want to have a shot. Tie up at the point. Won by Rockford. They clear it not deep. Puck is banged up the wall, and now Scott clears it in deep, and that should just about do it. Out in front, Scott stick handles. The save is made by Ornelas with 2-1. And Rockford will hold on. A dominating first period, Ethan, turned into a whale of a hockey game as the Yellow Jackets got within a goal, but Rockford hangs on for the 3-2 win.
Yeah, credit to Rockford, and Nichols was a key contributor for Rockford in this win, but credit to Ornelas in the net for Crystal Lake as well. We talked about him throughout the game, but being able to stay strong after giving up that first goal 29 seconds into the game and making sure his team had a chance there at the end.
I think this is one of those games where if you handed out 3 stars, the number 1 star would go to the losing team goalie, as John Ornelas was on his head. Jackson Nichols a couple of goals, Bryson Sen with a goal, as Rockford wins 3-2. Ethan and I are going to go get some tissues, get some water, take a break, and we'll be back with scored action